claims the U.S. government has secretly retrieved crashed alien spacecraft and their non-human occupants are hardly new. They are firmly entrenched in post-war American UFO lore and conspiracy theory, inspiring the most famous narrative in ufology, the Roswell incident. Now, however, journalists Leslie Kean and Ralph Blumenthal have injected fresh vigor into these aging claims, apparently with the Pentagon's approval. In an article for science and technology news site The Debrief, they report the U.S. government, its allies, and defense contractors have retrieved multiple craft of non-human origin, along with the occupants' bodies. Additionally, they report this information has been illegally withheld from U.S. Congress, the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office established by the U.S. Department of Defense in 2022 to look into UFOs and the public. What are the claims? The primary source for the new claims is former U.S. intelligence official David Grush. Grush's credentials, verified by Kean and Blumenthal, are impressive. He is a veteran of the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency and the National Reconnaissance Office. He represented both organizations on the U.S. government's task force studying unidentified aerial phenomena, the official term for UFOs. Grush says the retrieved materials are of exotic origin, non-human intelligence, whether extraterrestrial or unknown origin, based on the vehicle morphologies and material science testing and the possession of unique atomic arrangements and radiological signatures. Grush's claims are supported by Jonathan Gray, who works for the National Air and Space Intelligence Center, where he focuses on analysis of unidentified aerial phenomena. Gray told Kean and Blumenthal, "The non-human intelligence phenomenon is real. We are not alone, retrievals of this kind are not limited to the United States." How credible are the claims? Kean and Blumenthal are credible and accomplished reporters on UFOs. In 2017, writing with Helene Cooper for the New York Times, they revealed a secret $22 million Pentagon UFO research program. That article did much to initiate a wider rethinking about UFOs, avoiding stereotypes, stigma, and sensationalism. Most of the subsequent UFO turn in U.S. defense policy and public discourse has focused on images and eyewitness testimony of anomalous airborne objects. Now, Kean and Blumenthal may have brought anomalous objects themselves, and even their supposed non-human occupants, into the conversation. Shortly after the debrief article, Australian journalist Ross Coulthart's interview with Grush appeared on U.S. news network NewsNation. Former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Intelligence, Christopher Mellon, has also published an article in Politico calling for greater transparency. This looks a lot like an orchestrated effort to convince the public and U.S. Congress something much more substantial than things in the sky we can't explain is going on. Approved by the Pentagon? Grush seems to have followed Pentagon protocol in publishing his information. Kean and Blumenthal write Grush provided the Defense Office of Pre-Publication and Security Review at the Department of Defense with the information he intended to disclose to us. His on-the-record statements were all cleared for open publication on April 4 and 6, 2023, in documents provided to us. What does that mean? A pre-publication and security review is how the Pentagon confirms information proposed for public release is reviewed to ensure compliance with established national and Department of Defense policies, and to determine it contains no classified, controlled unclassified, export-controlled, or operational security-related information. If Grush's information is true, it is surely both classified and operational security-related. So why would the Pentagon approve its publication? If Grush's information is false, it would probably not qualify as classified or operational security related. But this raises another question: why would the Pentagon approve the publication of an unfounded conspiracy theory about itself? Doing so would likely mislead the public, journalists, and Congress. It would also undermine the Pentagon's own attempt to understand the unidentified aerial phenomena problem, the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office. An official denial. Indeed, the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office told NewsNation it has not discovered any verifiable information to substantiate claims that any programs regarding the possession or reverse engineering of extraterrestrial materials have existed in the past or exist currently. Grush has an explanation for this apparent ignorance. When it comes to unidentified aerial phenomena investigations, he says, the U.S. government's left hand doesn't know what its right is doing, with multiple agencies nesting unidentified aerial phenomena activities in conventional secret access programs without appropriate reporting to various oversight authorities. Timothy Good's classic 1987 exploration of UFO investigations, above top secret, described similar bureaucracy, nested activities, and segregated knowledge. The notion of nested unidentified aerial phenomena activities, segregating knowledge within vast bureaucracies, is partly what makes Grush's claims both intriguing and, for now, unverifiable. If this is the case, organizations focusing on unidentified aerial phenomena, such as the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, may operate in earnest and report transparently on the best information they have. Yet they may also be deprived of information essential to their activities. This would make them little more than PR fronts, designed to create the impression of meaningful action. In the absence of direct experience of unidentified aerial phenomena, most of us rely on information about them to form our beliefs. Scrutinizing how this information is produced and distributed is essential. U.S. government activity in this area will continue. Congressman James Comer, chair of the House Oversight Committee, has said he will hold a hearing on UFOs in response to Grush's allegations.